this year's South Park is much better than last season because even though they're still doing kind of a story arc, they're not fixated on it the way they have been the last 2 seasons. So they're willing to like be silly. The Mr. Garrison one about scooters, where he's like, I just hope that the future isn't people scooting. I don't care if you're scooting around. All these people. Some company just dropped all these scooters here. Never asked anybody if it was okay. And it's like I laughed out loud at that because I was like, I live in an urban area, and that's exactly what it was like. One day I walked outside and it was like, what the fuck? There's like 12 scooters all around. There's some in the road. They're not put there. And like that resonated with me so much. I'm like, yeah, some company just dumped a bunch of scooters everywhere. Okay. And they never even asked if it was okay.
Why don't you take one?
Because I don't want to pay $1 to. Why?
You have $1.
His point was like, when Stan was like, but how are we going to get across town? All the scooters are taken. He's like, well, that's because I have a fucking car. And then he's like ripping on it. It was like, why can't people just drive their fucking cars around? Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
There's no scooters in my house. I live in the city of Raleigh, but on the edge, and I own my own land. And I just imagine though that if there were scooters, I'd be like, that's so awesome. For $1, I could scoot instead. I would scoot all over the place.
They're electric.
Is the people who scoot are annoying as shit. And so like I'll be driving and there will be people without a helmet in the middle of the fucking road, like having fun, like weaving around in an urban city area. And it's like, first of all, this is the one time in my life I'm happy that this is such a dangerous city. I hope somebody caps you. Second of all, get the fuck out of the road with your goddamn scooters.
So a couple questions. One, they don't scoot at the speed of traffic, I presume?
No.
Okay.
They scoot the way, like, when you follow NPCs in video games where you walk, like there's no comfortable speed to follow them. And so they're not fit for the sidewalk. They're not fit for the road. They're fit for the garbage dump.
And that was the second question. Is there something about the sidewalk that makes it an inappropriate scooting environment?
There's like you'd run into like some mom pushing her stroller or something if you were riding a scooter there, and then if you're gonna get hit with a car eventually if you're doing it in the road, it's just fucking dumb.
Did you see Ice Poseidon made it on the nightly news a few months back with a little scooter incident?
Did he get shot?
No, he certainly did not get shot. There was some sort of a gun scare that I don't know the particulars of it, but I don't think he didn't get shot. But a few months back he had one of those fucking electric scooters. And he sideswiped some people, some pedestrians, like hit them hard. And then he acts like it's their fault. He's like, watch where you're going. Jesus, these people. Totally his fault because they're in like the crosswalk and have the right of way. And it's on like, I don't know, Inside Edition or the Nightly News or something. Watches this YouTuber sideswipes these people and then has the audacity to blame them for not looking both ways. Are e-scooters the bane of modern society? The answer is yes. Tonight at 6.
They're on Team Taylor.
Yeah,
it's awful. Like I know you guys live in. Like, Kyle, do you see them around all the time?
No, I don't.
Maybe it's like solely very actual city urban areas. Because I could walk outside and drag in 10 of these by a time.
They're definitely in Raleigh. It's in the I say the newspaper, but I read the online version. There's stories about them all the time. We have 2 scooter companies now competing with each other to scatter scooters about. And
now there's more.
And I have like friends of friends who are like, they really like this gig. They just collect scooters and charge them overnight and then distribute scooters later or something like that. I don't really know the business model of scooter charging.
I'm tired of people here getting mugged and then having their card used to purchase a scooter as the assailant drives away.
At a mockingly slow pace.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, you're gonna watch me leave at 4.5 miles an hour, bitch. Like
you could catch me, but I just beat you up. What are you, a slow learner?
Yeah.
I still though it seems great. They're electric. It's easier than walking. You scoot around. You know what I want, and I can't justify it at all. A one wheel. Are you familiar with these?
Yes.
No.
I saw that and I thought I was witnessing black magic.
Oh my god! So at paramotor fly-ins, these electric skateboards and one wheels and different like unicycles, electric unicycles, are very popular because they have to go like 100, sometimes 200 feet, and you wouldn't walk something like that, right?
Mhm.
Right. So anyway,
Certainly not if you're the type of individual who's flying a $12,000 kite around for fun, driving a $50,000 rig to carry that around, and it's a Wednesday.
okay. So I go there, and a lot of them like pre-know me because I make YouTube videos with paramotors, and I get to sample everyone's stuff. On the one wheel is the very coolest to me. I like it for dumb reasons, like other people suck at it. It takes a little skill to ride, so it makes me feel like gatekeepery or something. And it's a good speed. I'm watching YouTube videos where like a guy lives in Chicago, like 15 miles away from work, and he just surfs and swoops and carves his way to work every day, and it seems like the most amazing thing. The problem is I don't really have a problem that's solved by a one wheel, right? There's never some situation where I have to go a couple of miles across slow streets and pop over, I don't know, park benches and shit to get where I'm going. Like, that's not my life at all.
Mhm.
And it's $1,500. So like I don't generally just piss away $1,500 on things I don't need, and but I really want one. So we'll see how this breaks down.
Get one. I want to see you use it.
Yeah, it'd be cool though.
How is it off road? Like I imagine the paramotor thing is in a field, right?
Yeah, oftentimes it's pretty well maintained grass, and the one wheel is like amongst electronic skateboards, which is like its category. It's really good because it has the biggest wheel, whereas electronic skateboards, their wheels are like this big. Can't do it for this, this big, and a good size stick or something is the challenge.
Yeah, I'm watching a clip of it right now. I'd only ever seen it on a street one time, and it was one of those things where I'm driving through traffic and I'm like, what is that? He's going up a hill. What is this?
Yeah.
I couldn't understand what the fuck it was.
Wizardry.
And you can pivot on it, which is kind of nice. Like if anyone here longboards on a skateboard, then you've got a general idea of a longboard or an electronic skateboard's turning radius. It's okay, but like you couldn't use it indoors, or you couldn't you can't really take sharp turns with it. The one wheel, you can pretty much stop, pivot, go the other way, turn around. It's nice.
All right.